Welcome to phase 3 strength testing. So you've done the goal setting, you've talked with the client, found out some numbers and information about them. 2, you've done the structural balance assessment, so you've assessed how they move. With Petra, passed it all, booyah. And now you're going into the strength testing. Strength testing is to only be done if the client passes movements. If a client fails all of the movements, they are not allowed to do strength testing. Period and repeat. If they fail all the structural balance assessments, they are not allowed to do strength testing. They're a compromised body and you're putting them up for a risk of injury. Bicep curls, trap 3 raises are a no-go also. If they pass one of the movements, great. There's a list of strength-based movements that you can assess. So if Petra was to only pass the squat, I'm not going to be looking at the deadlift. I'm going to strength test the squat with Petra, or lunges. So you can adjust this, but if no means, if someone fails all of them, are they to do strength testing. That means they score 0s and 1s in all of the movements. If they score a 2, yeah, I'll give it to you. If they pass everything, there's a big list that they can do. Now, Petra is asked to do dips. So what I would do with Petra is like, oh, cool. Have you done dips before? Okay. Well, for a strength testing, we kind of want to have some confidence behind the movement, because if we make you do dips, you're going to get a technical fail. So I'm already setting up to fail. And that's not the purpose of strength testing. If we were doing a skill technique session, we'll work on dips, but I want to work on movements that you feel more confident in. So like, you've done back squats before, deadlifts, have you done bench press before? Cool. Out of those main ones, which most gym goers have done, which one do you feel most confident in? Squat, awesome. Now if we remember what we did in phase 1, which was the goal setting, we know that Petra wants to work glutes and bring up our posterior. Now, she can do that with all 3 of them. So if you want to work the legs, if someone says, I don't want to train my legs, like I don't want to grow my legs, then we're probably going to say, yeah, probably let's not do the squat. Even though they should, for the testing, we're going to test what they really want to work on. That could be bench with pull-ups, okay? So for the squat, the way we start is we go, blinkers on and we go, cool, let's do the squat. Show me how you warm up. So the warm-up is the most important thing to find out. So Petra's going to go and show us exactly what she does to warm up. Now, if they go straight under the bar, yeah, continue. Yep. And you ready? Cool. So we're going to rack the bar for me. So when you're warming up, if the person picks the bar up first thing, so if you're seeing them bench press, they'll use the bar, but maybe banded dislocates. If they're doing deadlifts, they should already be doing hip hinges or leg swings, and same thing with squats. If they're not preparing their hip capsule or their body for the movement, you're already in a bit of a red zone. So if they pick up the bar straight away, go, awesome, I got enough information, thank you, rack the bar. And you explain to them the importance of warm up. So what Petra's going to do is 10 bodyweight squats for me, so arms out in front and squat. So we're going to do 10, we're just going to observe what is Petra doing, push your knees out a bit more, good, very nice. So I would teach Petra just when your hamstring touches your calf. So now I'm starting to change the range of movement for Petra. So before she was going too deep, a little bit deeper. Was going too deep, so her pelvis kept tucking. So automatically we're going to see that when she's squatting, making it harder. Now we've done 10, do another 10. For the purpose of the camera, face forward. Yep. And if you find that the person or individual is tired after 20 reps, then that's a strength fail. You should be able to perform 20 reps, body weight, to open up the hip capsule, warm up the legs, get everything going. If you're struggling to do 20 bodyweight squats, yeah, stop there. They need to go on a GBC program to bring up their conditioning. So once Petra's done that, we will have explained the importance of the hip capsule. The hip is designed to, when we squat, spread the floor so the knees go forward and out. So what I want you to do is just go leg swing forward and back, and then lateral side to side. So we're going to do 10 of each, lateral all the way up and out. Really get that external rotation of the thigh. Now, when you're doing the strength testing, the things to ask is, what numbers have you done before? Have you gone?
Bar.
Cool, just the bar. Cool, so we've got our starting point. Good. Now, if for any reason they say 60, 50, what you want to do is work out what 40% of that is. I recommend when it's with a bar, just do the bar 2 times, and you're going to just do 10 reps, 10, 10, 30 seconds rest. Then you work out what 40% is, put that on the bar, they get a minute rest, you put 60% on the bar, 90 seconds rest, Then you work out what 75 is, 2 minutes rest, and then 85% with 3 minutes rest, because we're here to test their strength. And the way it'll work is you go 10 reps, 7, 5, 3, 3, 3, and then when they're ready, you're looking to do 5 reps. Now the tempo for this is 5 down, 1 up. So Petra, just to break down the tempo, so we're explaining the parameters of the test. With this movement, we're going to bar on the back, and I want you to really grip the floor with your feet, spread it, and you're going to go down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, control and change, okay? So when you're ready, bar on the back. So what we're looking at is how is Petra setting up the bar? Is it getting placed on the upper traps, the rhomboids, or is she placing it on her neck and up? If she places it in the wrong way, that's a technical fail. Good. Now we can see here with the bar, the middle of the bar is here. So Petra has a lot of bar on the left side and on the right. Cool, so let's rack the bar. So the good thing is strength testing also shows us how someone sets up, and so we're going to explain to Petra the middle of the bar. So bring your hands right in there for me. So don't fail them there, just be like, okay, cool, we need to work a little more technical skill work, bar in the back. Make a note of it, because when someone comes to you and goes, oh, that was easy. Okay, just to be clear, you didn't set the bar up correctly, you didn't know how to warm up. Are you sure this is right? And let's perform the squat. So feet hip width apart, toes turned out, and we're going to go down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. So Petra's breaking from the knees. I want to see knees forward and butt back. So think knees out and sit back. Okay? So this is going to be a very quad dominant squat for Petra. So she will find that at the bottom she's going to want to shoot her hips back. Let's go 3 more. Up, 2 more, up, good. And obviously Petra is not sticking to the tempo. So let's go again. And we're going to go down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. Good, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up, and rack the bar. So we have one more left, but what was happening is Petra's knees were buckling in a little bit. So don't give everything away in the strength test. What you need to do is do one thing at a time, because you have to coach, set up of the bar, the tempo plus knees out and chest proud and abs on. It can be a bit confusing, maybe. So the thing would be, it's like, how did you find the tempo?
Very slow.
Good, well that's called control. So when we got a heavier weight on our body, we actually want to have full control of that. Now a thing to note is if anyone has any belly button piercings, earrings on, or bracelets or rings, these can actually affect strength progress. They're little disruptors to the meridian lines, so you would actually be asking clients to take jewelry off. Reason being, you just want to make sure that they're consistently set up. You can keep the earrings on, that's fine. Piercings and all that, we take those off. Also with the hands, you don't want that to, it can pull and create issues with calluses. So make sure to be mindful of any jewelry. So now what we're going to do is we're going to give Petra one thing to work on, because each warm-up set you're refining and improving their form to give them the best chance to hit a good set for the 5 rep max strength test. Okay, so let's go again. So when you squat, I want you to grip the floor with your feet and really feel like spreading. Okay, so that everything will push forward and out. Bring the hands close, squeeze the bar as tight as you can so the back is nice and tight. People will tell you this feels uncomfortable, but being comfortable is at home with a beer in your hand. So we're here to build strength, so we need to be tight. So breathe and go down. 5, 4, sit back, sit back, sit back, sit back, sit back, sit back, knees out, knees out, knees out, and up. Good, and I'm going to stick on those cues. Good, sit, 5, 4, Petra's now sitting back naturally without me cueing it. The knees are naturally pushing out. Up, very good. Down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. I just want you to pull the bar harder. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. Good, and rack it. Good. So Petra's looking good with this now. Feeling right?
Yes.
Awesome. Now for Petra, it is obviously new to her. We've had to correct a few technique things, and she's only worked with the bar before. So with someone who doesn't quite know the weight they're lifting, I'm going to obviously say, cool, we did 5 reps, that was great. Now the purpose of the strength test is to find out how many reps, how much load we can do for 5 reps. So I did say the warm up and how it would look, but that's for someone with load. For someone in Petra's place, I'm going to say, look, how would you feel if we put 2.5 each side? Our goal is to reach 5 reps. If we hit 5 reps, we will then add a little bit more load. If you don't feel comfortable at any time, let me know. But if your technique breaks down, I will stop it as well. Cool. So we're going to put 2.5 kilos each side because I feel confident Petra can do this, even if it is for 3 reps. This is also an opportunity for you as the trainer to implement maybe a corrective exercise to give feedback and help cue that person on how to move the legs. Because what you're going to use is the information that you've gathered, technique set up, not fully understanding tempo or control, breaking from the knees. That's going to load the knees up a lot rather than using the glutes. The goal is to work the glutes, so we do need you to sit back a little bit as well. And when we did the banded abductions, pushing the knees in and out, we actually felt the glutes a little bit more. Like, yes, I remember that. So can you see the importance of having a trainer there to coach and guide you through these movements and design the right programs so you can keep moving forward each week? They'll say, like Petra, yes. And that's obviously where you're creating the value add when talking to someone. So you don't really have to sell to them, they're just gonna want it. Yeah. All right, so let's get started. So we've increased the weight by 5 kilos for Petra. So we're seeing the setup, bar needs to go a little lower in your back, so you need to go up. Yes. So Petra's nice and tight. Now Petra, because she's passed all of the movement screenings, so you're gonna squat, because she's passed all the movement screening, I could teach her how to do a low bar back squat, and let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. However, because this is what Petra's set up with, look forward, we're just going to continue to work with this. But in my head, I know I'm going to be teaching Petra how to low bar back squat up because I want her to work those glutes. Slow hips back, sit back, sit back, sit back, up. Good. Keep your head still. Look forward. Look forward, look forward, look forward. Up. Good. Don't move your head. This spot right here, focus on that right there. Keep looking at it, squat, down 5, keep looking at it, keep looking at it, keep looking at it, keep looking at it, and up, and better. Racket. Good. So Petra was looking down a little bit and letting her head drop, so when she went to come up, she would throw her head up. How did that feel? Cool. So that was 5 reps, so obviously you've passed. So the question is, would you like to increase the weight or would you like to stop there? Awesome, so we're going to go 5. Cool. There was a little bit of a jerk. However, the movement itself was still controlled the whole way through, so we continue to work through this. There's 2 ways about this. You can either teach them how to set up the weights and work with them. Now, you've got the alternative, which is where you tell them to sit down, shut up, and do nothing, so they focus on recovery and rest. The benefits of both, one is you get to talk with them a little bit more. You do need a timer on and you do need to be mindful. We've got 60 seconds left. The second one is creating the coach-athlete dynamic. So I'm the coach, you do what I tell you. Did I say talk? No, then shh. We're here to train, we're not here to socialize. So that's where you can create that situation, but then you need to make sure you uphold it, because if you start to talk to them on and off, it does get a bit confusing. So for Petra, we're just casually, obviously filming and talking. So for me, I would obviously be talking about cues and techniques. So one of the things to notice, Petra, when you're getting onto the bar, notice where your hand position is there. So whenever you squat, I want you to always think this is how you set up. So if you look at any bar, look for the knurling, hands in, and that's just to create a tighter back for you. There's only one problem with this. We can either build big meaty traps or a really nice defined back. Which one would you want? Fantastic. So for the purpose of testing today, we're going to continue to put the bar in the traps just because that's what you've been using. But when we work further, in your next session we do together, I'm going to reteach you how to do a low bar squat so we can really work that back. Reason being is I don't want to change it too much because we want to see how strong you are. Yeah? So that's why we're going to keep using what you've got, but we've both kind of agreed that we want to get you to lift more, but also bring up your back as well. So let's go. So same setup. It's now been 2 minutes, 30 seconds. So Petra wants a bigger, nicer back. Doesn't want those traps. And I would also be explaining the benefits of low bar to help her glutes and her back because she doesn't want quads. And let's go. Look forward and up. Control. Up. Good, so we're now starting to see a bit of change in the movement, so squeeze the bar tighter please, and let's go. 5, sit back, sit back, sit back. 3, 2, 1, up. Good, hold this in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. Good, stop and rack the bar. Good. Awesome. On that third rep, did you feel yourself shift a little bit? Yeah. So that's what we would call a technique fail. So that's where the body has adjusted. So strength fail is where you can't get up anymore. But the good thing is, what muscles help us move side to side or twist? Obliques. Obliques. Yep. Right, so when we did the clat test, we saw something happening with this. So those are QLs and obliques. So as we strengthen your QLs and obliques with pull-off presses or oblique lifts, that should improve your stability when squatting a heavier load as well. So it'll be really exciting to see how, in 12 weeks time when we retest, how much stronger you can get. I reckon when we're doing numbers, look at what people are doing. Petra, for the purpose of this video, is 50 kilos. It's also easier, she is 52, but 50 kilos, cat's out of the bag, but 50 kilos, and we're seeing a bar with 25 kilos. Now, you should be able to lift your own body weight for a back squat. Like, base numbers is, for the ladies, it's body weight back squat 1.2 times for deadlift. Bench press is about 50%, and 75% body weight pull up. So if Petra's doing 25, with the corrective program in 12 weeks time, she should be able to squat 50 kilos. So that's what we're going to be working on. So based off what you've done today, I know you can do a lot more, but the good thing is we've saw what it is, what that weak link is to help you get stronger in the lift, and by teaching you how to low bar back squat, we'll get probably another 20% out of you as well, just from next week. So 12 weeks time, our goal I think should be 50 kilos, as well as combined with the aesthetics you're looking for, like bring up the back, bring up the glutes as well, and of course the 5 pull-ups. Awesome. So that's the strength testing. We would stop there because we saw a technical breakdown, but we understand what it is. If you don't, talk to myself or talk to your senior trainer, and they can review the videos and work out what it is as well with you. Thanks for tuning in, and enjoy.